Hey everyone, this is Wheel Warlock. It is probably the second best deck in the game, second to only Drunk Paladin, which is a little broken. It's but this is the best control deck in the game. I played it yesterday. I had not been investing in it, and it's quite hard. It's quite hard, but once you get it for the thing, and quite counterintuitive. But once you played it a little bit, it does really well. I played it all day, and then at my first 20 games, I was 50%, and then I went like 9-2 as I got the hang of it. Deck is really strong once you are playing well with it. So what are some counterintuitive aspects of this deck? What is the primary way we win? The primary way we win is actually with starships. So this is Starship Wheel Warlock. Wheel is not the normal way you win. So wheel is often bait. It's usually not the correct way to win. Usually make big starship with Exodar, or make big starship and go Cursed Campaign on it. These are the easiest ways to win with this deck. A huge amount of decks, just once you put a 20 attack starship, which is not unusual. We got a 70 attack starship on stream yesterday, so it's not that unusual. That is often the way to win. Wheel is most important in the mirror, but in most other matchups it's completely unnecessary. I'd probably say some other things like mage, it's quite useful, but you really don't need it in a lot of matchups. I think Kill Jaden is probably the third least likely way you win. So Kill Jaden is often a situation where your opponent's an aggro deck and you don't have time to wheel, and if you could just survive the storm, but you don't want to take fatigue damage. So bottom line is mainly you're playing Starship Warlock with these sort of backup ultra late game win conditions if you're up against a sort of control mirror. So how does this deck basically win? We're putting starship pieces out. We're often duplicating them with things like Cursed Campaign and Eternal Layover. So if you do a Yor play like we did with the other Wheel Warlock, you can play Yor, and then when it comes out, you can play something like Heart of the Legion plus Eternal Layover and get a double Heart of the Legion or a double Fellfire. When you get a bunch of Fellfires, it can be really crazy. So you get like 6 of them, and it's not even that hard. And we've done that before. And then you launch, and then you press it, and then it deals all the damage to their entire board, and you get a full heal. So very easy to pull off some of these plays. So, but we really sort of think about starships. Also, another thing to note is Ultralisk Cavern is not, when you play with the old list, you're trying to get your 8/8 out as fast as possible. Often you're saving Ultralisk procs to clear the board, to pop off with Eternal Layover. So that's a nuance that you want to be hitting, not just auto using it. I've had some situations where I've been too greedy on using it, so it's quite hard. It's not as simple as just always do this or always save it. You have to sort of be thinking multiple turns ahead. But that is like the general concept of this deck. Play starships, use Yor to cycle. Also, don't worry about overdrawing too much. If you overdraw your main win condition, that can be bad. But if you overdrawing, I think is you often want to be getting these big Yor hits. So don't be too worried about overdrawing. It's not as good as not overdrawing. But if you have a good play, just take the overdraw. So that's the general rule. So we're gonna go over some mulligans. I'm gonna pull up. So these are basic mulligans. You could see in general, Night Swarm, Ultralisk Cavern, Yor, Fellfire. These are some of your best cards in general. Table Flip is also one of your best cards in general, but it really depends on the matchup. So Rogue, for example, having Fellfire or Table Flip is incredibly good, especially on coin. You can see when they put all those 2/3s out, it's really good. But if you're up against something like a mage, it's really bad. So knowing your matchup, I'm curious. So certain things like Warlock Mirror, you can see that you're really good. And then Wheel is good, especially, you can see on coin. If you actually keep Wheel, so you can go coin Wheel. So there are some nuanced mulligan keeps, but you can see what's in general, but be thinking about your matchups. Certain cards, like I said, like Table Flip or like Wheel, can be matchup dependent. Fellfire is good in some matchups and not in others, if you're in doubt. And I think Heart of the Legion is generally a bait keep. I've kept it a lot, but I've realized you would often rather be tapping on 2 than actually actually playing that. So though sometimes I think it is a decent keep. So anyways, got some games for you guys. Enjoy. Over-explain game. All right.
Your soul shall be mine.
Okay, I'm figuring out what I should keep here. All right, so I don't like any of these mulligans.
Wait, no, wait a second. I keep wheel in the mirror, don't I? Yeah. So I'm gonna keep wheel on the coin. It's got an 83% cap rate. Realistically, what you're trying to do in the mirror is play wheel first. So makes sense. I could keep Arcanite, but I feel like I'd rather look for the curve here. So I'm throwing away this hand. And with wheel in hand, my primary win condition is just going to be play wheel, survive. Okay. I'm going to pass here. No, coin hero powering, big mistake, especially with So we could consider not tapping here, but I'm going to do it. Not that big a deal, but we could consider it because we might want to go like Nidus Swarm next turn, but I think I'd rather just go like Fellfire. It gets me something on board. But remember, I really, with this hand, do not want to be playing coin. I'm going to be playing Fellfire Thrusters. The problem with going Nidus, even though we had unlimited hand space, we'd actually probably go Nidus, but we don't. So we want to play the minion first. Realistically, like, what is our win condition here? Our win condition is play wheel. So I'm going to be playing Nidus here. But if I play Nidus here, these both die, and then I overdraw, right? So what I want to do is throw away the Mortal Coil first here, get the clears on these. Okay. Remember, plays like Coin Your or this are not on the table here. We don't want to do those plays because those. I'm going to go face here. We don't do those plays because remember, we're going for a fast wheel here. Fast wheel is our ticket to victory.
I grow weary.
Okay. This is an interesting one of like, do we do our own Yor here? We do overdraw, so I don't really like it. I think I'm just going to play both of these Jerkwads here. You know what? I could play Curse Campaign here. Actually quite good. It makes sense because then I can use this to get a giant clear after I wheel, right? So I'm going to go Curse Campaign on this Jerkwad. So when I'm trying to survive post-wheel, right? How am I going to go approach that? Well, I'm going to have this, right? This is going to have 6-9 attack, cat and 8 procs. And I can use that to get a big lifesteal play. So if they're probably going to tapping was bad in my opinion. I feel like it's marginally completely fine. It's just like my 2 life, not a big deal. So well, even overdrawing is not a big deal. So floating 2 mana and taking that option away from me seems very incorrect. So it's a weird one. But I think I'm gonna go the Yor here. There's a case for me not going Yor. I could also do something like Slippery Slope here. Their option. Actually, Slippery Slope kind of makes more sense. We get a card draw, and I think I get to tap, right? So we'll go Slippery Slope. We got this. This is really nice. Tap here. Play this. Sets us up for the wheel the best possible situation. One thing to note is I have to not use this. Now, this is actually kind of a big disadvantage of using the Slippery Slope. The big disadvantage using the Slippery Slope is I kind of need this to proc, so now I can't really, I have to be careful about using this. If they're going to do this, they're going to get a bazillion armor, and then I'm going to win with Wheel of Death. So, their play, we're so winning here now. This play like looks really good. Like they would be very ahead if Wheel wasn't in the game, but Wheel is in the game, so they're very behind. So as per planned, we're going coin wheel here. Okay. And bam. If we don't use this, we're not really using this for the 8-8. So we probably want to jam Kill Jada next turn, ideally. We also could just jam Arcanite Defense Crystal, another option. Nice thing about jamming Arcanite Defense Crystal is we're trying to figure out like what turn we optimally want to launch here. I don't really know what is optimal here. But what's nice about Kill Jane is you get those random demons. Like I said, like I planned, this launch here is pretty good, right? These are gonna have 9 attack, okay? So and I get 6 procs. So I can use it to full clear a board and get a bunch of heal. Bad though. What the F was this play using Hellfire here? Justify this shitty play, chat. Okay, I'm in a weird spot now. A very weird spot. I think I have to plan on launching next turn. I don't think I can afford to go kill Jaden here. So I mean I could afford to go kill Jaden, but I think I'd rather just get this launch down. Right? So they're gonna do something next turn, right? So I think I want to kill this. I don't want to. You know, I could go kill Jaden. Might be correct. If I go kill Jaden, then I can't use consume, right? Because then I have to go this. I guess I could still use consume. Freeze and kill next turn. Actually, that's probably the play. Yeah, keep them board locked. All right, you convinced me. We're gonna freeze here. Can't do anything for a turn. If they go Eternal Layover, well, what does that mean? I get to go Ultralist proc to clear the board next turn, so that's pretty good, right? So if they don't go Eternal Layover, that means they're probably not playing anything. And I go launch here, right? And then we'll go Mortal Coil. We're gonna go launch here, right? And we're going to use this, right? We want to save this for a heal play later. So we're gonna use this. Doesn't matter which minion we're gonna get. Don't want a card draw. I mean, so we're not gonna like do something like this. So it does give us a full clear, right? Pretty good, right? Pretty good foresight, I think, myself. Getting setting up this play many turns earlier on. So now the scary thing here is can I get, to be honest, I should have pressed the button here. I get in this like not pressing the button made sense because then I could have used this in 2 turns to clear off one of the Ultralisks. That's definitely a mistake on my part. If they're going Kill Jaden here, probably win. I don't think I like taking this fatigue damage here. So, I mean, I could go double Arcanite, but I think I'm just going to kill Jaden here. I'm going to go kill Jaden here. Then I get to go tap, right? Because I have this lifesteal minion here. Tap. Ooh, hit this jerkwad. Not that valuable, but might as well play him. Right here. Take the damage. Face damage doesn't really matter. We're just trying to survive for 2 more turns. That's our kind of win condition here. So
combatant center, and I take the crown.
going Treasy boy. They put all the stats on the board. I don't think it gets through 2 Arcanite defense crystals here. So it's kind of a weird spot, but this is the safest play. They have 27 attack on board. I put 2 taunts in the way. I hope they can't get through. Each of these taunts give me armor. I think this is a win. I hope so. Could have gone Yor there. Yor might have been better. I don't know. Yor gets us. I don't know. I don't think Yor is better. And this is a win, chat. We got him. That is the overexplained game.
I don't have as much time anymore because I was the number, let's see. Big on solely gnome. So in the last month, last month amongst constructed streamers, all right. I think I don't like know some of these people. So there's a lot of like arenas and BG streamers that go more than me, but I don't think I know. I'm trying to see if any of these are. I think I streamed the most hours though. So for standard, so I'm busy streaming a lot, right? That's my point. So I don't have time to watch things anymore. Pretty much, like, I'm really thankful that like Hollywood can't come up with new ideas, because I pretty much have been just rolling on my cultural knowledge from my childhood. But they just keep recycling ideas, so I can be relevant still by still talking about Breaking Bad like 15 years later, dude. Like, I shouldn't be able to do that. Just talk about Breaking Bad, but nothing else has happened in the world, right?
Nice to meet you.
That was pretty good top deck chat, not gonna lie. Let's worry about Breaking Bad.
On coin, we're going first versus rogue. I honestly don't know. These are little intricacies that I do not play this deck enough to know. But could be either one. Is that helpful? Less people watch movies, yeah.
I grow weary.
I'm trying to give myself the option to play wheel on 7 here if I top deck it, but much better. Talking about Betamax machine, AI generated streams.
Chat, what if you found out
Like, this stream was a government project and I'm an AI creature, and yeah, it's really, I'm a very advanced AI, and the reason like I've become a better streamer is the AI technology has gotten better, so the stream has gotten better, you know, but my gameplay hasn't changed, right? So I already do that.
Almost out.
All right, it looks like I'm gonna go wheel, but I don't actually have wheel here, so. Can you explain the reason for Glacial Shard? We use it with Slippery Slope to draw cards. It also freezes things, alright? We're a deck, so we have this card called Eternal Layover that makes everything have 1 health. So often we'll play things like Ancient of Yore 1 turn, and then we want to clear in 2 turns. So we use Glacial Shard to freeze their stuff, so they can't attack us for a turn, and then we clear the next turn. That way we don't have to clear every turn. So it's kind of like if you know you're gonna go Twisting Nether for a turn, next turn, there's not really much point of killing a minion. You're better off just waiting. So that's kind of the logic. So this is bad. I have no way to kill this either. Top deck wheel would be nice though. You explain why you have wheel in this deck. So you play this card, and then in 5 turns you win. All right. So that in games where you have 5 turns to kill, it's
Keep
a good way to
panning.
win. I'm kind of effed here. But figure their starship's pretty shitty though, so I could go for a starship win condition here. On my deck tracker, I have a side on my opponent, but there's a third list. Is it on a bug? Is that on my screen or on yours? I'm not sure. I don't actually understand what you're saying, Polska. If you give me more information, I can probably help. Alright, I keep on not drawing wheel, so I'm going for a starship win condition here.
Eight combatants enter, and I take the crown.
Wait, they're just leaving this up here? Wait, what? Wait, what? That was a very weird play here. I could go Eternal Layover, it's insane. I kind of want to tap and see if I can... I want to tap and see if I can RNG into... I guess I might be better off Mortal Coiling here. I lose one of these though, but...
I wonder.
hit the card I wanted to hit.
Finally, I can rest in peace.
Seems good, chat. Thoughts? I can make an absurdly big starship here.
Yeah, if they play wheel, I switch to Starship win condition. But if I just draw wheel next turn, which I have about a 40% chance with tap hit, then I just play wheel and I win that way. So both situations were probably in a good spot.
Almost out of time.
Isn't it just who wheels first? Too many ways to clear? No. No. You can win after your opponent wheels. It depends on how ahead they are. Like I'm gonna. So Lord, I'll show you by winning this game. This oversimplification is what my chat loves to do, but realistically,
You can win multiple ways. So it's not just, oh, you win wheeled first. I know. Yeah. So now I can't go wheel, which is a little frustrating. Hmm. So I can do a bunch of turtle layovers too to make this really, really big as well. Why not wheel and win? I know, right?
So many possibilities. Let me rest.
To do this weird line here, but
Almost out of time. Now this is living.
get 8-8 on board here. Yep, that gives me 32 damage. Vicari Enchanter, that is a wild card, Blastoise. Okay, this is bad. This is bad because now when I go double, I wanted to go double 4-drop, but it makes their Exodar way better, right? I have to decide if I want to clear it or not. Makes it harder for me to win. I probably have to trade now, which is annoying, but it's probably correct. Right. Do you ever play card grader to discover a card from your deck? I don't even know what you're talking about. Card grader. That probably means no. I have played that in Highlander Warrior before. I have not played that recently. The more you know. Bad. This is a weird choice from them. Yeah. I have to trade things off. I guess I could go ceaseless and heal 70 here, and then I have to hope they can't kill my minion, right? Do they have their own ceaseless? So they have 3 triple bomb minion.
So
Did they show did they show ceaseless, by the way? They probably have ceaseless in hand. Does that mean I lose? It might mean I lose. I think it means I lose, unfortunately. I'm just not gonna be able to. Well, I'm gonna do it, so what else can I do here?
And I will bring destruction.
Hope they don't have ceaseless.
almost out of time.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, even this burst doesn't really matter, but I can't, like, taking the duplicates doesn't really matter, so. Man, it got a 70 attack starship and it wasn't enough. Crazy. That is crazy. Maybe they don't have ceaseless in their hand here. They probably do. Oh, that's okay. That is frisky. Wonder what they have 3 of here. Wow, they didn't have ceaseless. Kind of interesting. I mean, Eternal Layover always beat my board there. Look at that armor gain, chat, and it doesn't even matter.
You win this time. So many possibilities.
C'est blah blah blah.
The citadel stands strong.
Nightmares are never forgotten.
I wanted to not go Coin Ancient of Yore there because I like to get the Curse campaign, but does not have a pool.
The citadel stands strong.
Can't this thing dance any faster?
Oh, we hit the Wombo combo! Let's go. Get ready to get womboed, chat. My idea of watching No Hands Gamers streams a valuable use of your time. Alright, know you're a statistician, but let's broaden this. It's a marginal valuable use of your time, alright? So yeah, you're probably better off, like, I don't know, like donate or volunteering or going for a walk or spending time with loved ones, but you're not doing those things, right? So because of that, it's probably the best use of time. Where we go with art surgery, yeah, exactly. Dude, welcome.
Eyes on the horizon!
Yes, and amazing.
I can't dance any faster! I can't dance any
Wow, this seems very bad for me. This seems very bad. I don't know what to do here, chat. I'm kind of getting wrecked. These are some big minions, chat. So you know what the actual play is here? Actually so sick. More, I'm seeing it now. I could greed it out to get Arcanite though. Go like 1 mana here. Breezy boy.
So many
Um,
possibilities.
I only take take like a 30 here. But so I can do like a launch and then I press this. I think I like that. Ooh, now I could do it with Exodar instead. I can go Exodar armor, right? I don't know if that's better. They also, I kind of like just launch into Curse Campaign. I feel like that's just an absurd play, because then this jerkwad just wins the game in the long run.
I can't dance any faster.
Oh, I hit a Eternal Layover. So now I could just do Eternal Layover. That's an option, right? I can get more draw and bullshit. Like I probably should take the Eternal Layover play. It's just too clean.
My hand is too full.
Seems good enough.
You look tasty.
Wait, what? This one didn't have charge. Holy, almost dead, chat. That was scary.
I'm almost out of cards.
Right, chat, we went from 12 life to 96 life in one turn. Okay, that was great.
You give the best hugs.
Oh no! The poison. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Holy damage, chat.
Probably should kill this with the Ceaseless. Have these jerkwads coming up next turn.
I have seen creation, and I will bring destruction.
Doesn't really do anything, right? I feel like I should have pressed the button on the Ultralisk Cavern because I don't really have a good answer for Poisony Boy here, which is scary. Got the fully buffed Poisony Boy here. I might lose.
Need
There's my fully buffed Poisony Boy. Do you think you have to play Killjaden? So you live in EU, right, Skashi? So you might not have the same freedoms that I do, right? But here in America, I can take out Killjaden if I want to, right? You know, no, the government can't tell me to take out a card, all right? You know, you might say like, so yeah. But you don't need Killjaden in Starship Death Knight. I just don't know if it's optimal.